O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson.
Oh, give me 518s down, man. Oh.
You gave me too pretty a shot. I couldn't pass it up.
Cba 50 caliber MR.
Cba nitride muzzle loader.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by CBA. It's just a better gun.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. What a great idea. O'Neill Outside goes hunting. We've been enjoying it for over 30 years. So, in today's program, we'll show you some of the places that we ventured to this year. Deer, turkey, quail, lots of places, lots of things to do. The first thing I want to show you is part of a spring turkey hunt. And Travis Johnson is the shooter, if you will, the hunter. And take note, Travis was well trained as a turkey hunter. Not from me, but from other people that were a lot better than me. He calls very seldom. He's very mobile. And more than anything else, he's patient. And you'll get to see whether he takes a spring gobbler or not today on O'Neill Outside.
Well, in the afternoons, these turkeys, they like to, they get with the hens in the morning after they're done with the hens. And a lot of times they'll get off by themselves, get in little bachelor groups, especially later in the season. And here it is, almost the end of April. So what I like to do, I like turkeys gobbling at me. I don't want them, I don't want to sit there and wait on one to come by. I want him to gobble, I want him to come in. So I walk around, mouth call, slate call, glass call, whatever, and cover a lot of ground and find that bird that's hot and it's gobbling and wanting to work. To be honest with you, I'd rather not kill a turkey doing this than sit in a blind and kill one every time I go out. So we're gonna see there's a real good creek bottom off in this direction. I called from back up the hill to see if there was anything in this food plot, and nothing answered me. Getting this edge of this creek bottom right here, I know for years and years there've been birds that use this whole field, so I'm gonna slip down here and see if we can't make something happen.
Travis was working his way down to the bottom, called once, got an immediate response, and sat down right there.
Got him! Man, that bird gobbled at me twice. He gobbled way up this ridge right here. Hold on. That's why I tell you, that's why I shoot these 65, that's why I shoot these long beard number 5s, because that was a 60 or 65 yard shot. Hold on, let me go get him before he flops off. Check it out. Hey, Georgia. Eastern wild turkey. Right there. Look at that, let's get that fan out there. Look at that, full grown, 3-year-old bird or better. CVA Apex with a Conus red dot scope, using 3.5 inch. This gun will shoot 3.5 inch, using 3.5 inch long beard XRs. And man, I tell you what, at 60 yards, this bird just hit the ground and it was over. He got to where he looked like he was fixing to get out of there. Man, I gotta show you these. Hold on, let me lay this gun down. Let me lay that gun down. Look at that. Look at those spurs right there. Oh yeah, he's got good hooks on him. Where's the beard? Let's check out the beard. Check out the beard. Oh yeah, good beard. That is a good 3-year-old East Georgia Eastern Wild Turkey right there. And I'm proud of him.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by Conus Optics, the Whitetail Institute of North America, Bill Jordan's Real Tree Camo, the Furminator, Enforcer Fire Aid 2000, Bojangles, and your local Toyota dealer.
Today on O'Neill Outside, I hope you're enjoying, you certainly are watching if you're listening right now, to a preview of the O'Neill Outside Now with Travis Johnson television program. And we're going to go to well, Travis takes bow in hand and goes after one of those hog critters. I can't shoot a bow anymore, my shoulders can't take it, but boy, he sure can. And it's a hunt with archery for wild hogs. Watch.
What I did, I told you I'd find him. There's a hog right down here. I just gotta figure out how to get to him without spooking. It's a trick to bowing. If I was shooting a rifle, he'd be dead. He's coming this direction though. He'd be dead. But we're bow hunting, so it's gonna make this a little tricky. The hogs we saw, we came back down, got down in the edge of the swamp. There's a little black one over here, but there's a bigger one. A bit bigger one over here to the left. There's a couple small ones. I think a big sow. She was working this edge. I'm trying to get my eyes back on her so that I can kind of make a decision on what to do. If we're going to wait her out, if we need to move, or whatever. If we need to move, we can get around this edge right here and get on that side of them. Can you see him all in here? There's another one right there. See it? Man, we got one. I know it's not a big one, but it's good eating. It was a spot stalk with a bow. It took us 30 minutes to get this done versus walking up on him shooting him with a rifle. My ear, full pass through. G5 Havoc, stuck in the mud right there. Let's go check it. I don't think it went far. Like I said, it's probably a 40, 50 pounder, but that joker's gonna eat good on the big green egg. It was standing right here when I shot. There's my arrow. It went that way. Let me grab the arrow real fast. Ooh, I don't know if I can get my arrow. Hold on. Look, ooh. Pigs right there. I just got to show you this real quick. Look, the G5 Havoc expandable. No bent blades. Painted the arrow red just like we want. Luminoc did its job. The bow put it through it. The bow got it there. The broadhead did its job. Fold it up. I hit that with a blade sharpener. We'll be ready to use it again. There's got to be a pig laying right around here somewhere. We got blood coming down the hill. Look at blood right here. Looks like he went up that. I'm gonna go up. Looks easier to come up right here. Look, I told you we'd find him. Came right up that creek bank. Hit the ground. Made it 10 more yards. Look, here we go. There's the bow. There's the hog. We come down here. I know a lot of people say, Trav, you shot a little hog. It's like, well, they eat better. And you know, any hog that you can take out, they breed so fast, they tear up crops. My buddy Jim, he's got more of them than he knows what to do with. Even after it's fenced in, they're still coming in, tearing up the wheat fields, tearing up the corn fields, everything else. Gives me an opportunity to go out and have a little fun. And you know, bringing a bow hog hunting, I mean, you're testing yourself, test your skills, to stalking, getting on them, finding them, everything else. So the G5 Havoc, the Prime Rise, got the job done, put the stalk on him. Here we go. Now we got some fresh pork sausage. I'll drag this thing out.
This is O'Neill's Tough Shed. Now what in the world is that? Let me spell it for you first. Tuffshed, Tough Shed. I saw a display of these things and I went over and took a look. They're built like a fortress. These are made to last and they're guaranteed for years and years and years. So, I gotta have one of those, but I wonder if they can make it look like it belongs here at the cabin. So I go online and I find out they've got them as big as a garage, a hunt camp, a place at the lake, anything you want, they can have it for you. So they came here, they colored it up just like it belongs here at the cabin. It's got shelving inside, double doors on the outside so I can drive my ATV right in there if I want to, and I'm lucky if I get to keep it because Gail's gonna put stuff in there. But here's the key now. They designed it and then he came up here and showed up this morning at 9 o'clock and built it in one day. I mean, this is not a construction site. They've cleaned up and they have left. Why don't you go to toughshed.com, pick out one for yourself that will fit just exactly what you want. And I'll bet they call you back and I'll bet you buy one. It's great. You're watching the 2017 preview show for O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson. See that? O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson. I'm still sticking around. All right, the #1 big game animal in North America is white-tailed deer. More outdoor shows are about white-tailed hunting than any other single critter. Let me loop that back into a question. Do you get the realtree.com newsletter? You should. It's full of outstanding information. And the one that I looked at just the other day was it rated all the states for white-tailed deer. And not surprisingly, the #1 state is Texas. So, coincidentally, I'll show you a trip I took last year with Travis to northeast Texas, near a little town called Wheeler. And the Texas hunting, Texas whitetail hunting, really good.
Buck right there.
Come on in, brother.
Have a shot. I'm gonna get him. Just a little bit more. You ready?
Yes, indeed. There he goes right there.
But that is Claude. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a broken antler right there. We'll clean him up for some photos. And we worked hard for him. This is the end of the second day. It's 100 yards with Hodgson 2 50 caliber pellets and a power belt Aerolite bullet with a 50 caliber MR mountain rifle from CBA, and it's never ever failed me. Deer camp. What a fabulous time of the year. All your buddies and you're in the woods and you got campers and you've got tents and it's just great, isn't it? I have some friends who just go to deer camp, they don't deer hunt. Here's a little trick I learned from a fellow by the name of Milton Crabapple that will help cover your scent when you go back in the woods in the afternoon without changing clothes and doing a lot of these other things I've asked you to do. Do you have an open fire at camp? If it's not smoky enough, put some kindling on there or some leaves or something of that nature and make it smoke up. You stand in the smoke. Close your eyes, front, turn around into the back, and you'll smell like the fire instead of like you. And the deer's nowhere near as afraid of that. Pretty good idea, huh? It's your CONUS hunting tip of the week.
We have more with O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. QDMA, the Quality Deer Management Association. Georgia Power. Timbuktu Outdoors. Year One. The Georgia Department of Economic Development. Boat US. And Tough Shed. Now, let's join O'Neill for some flavorful cooking with Swaggerty Farm sausage.
Throughout the seasons that you've witnessed on O'Neill Outside, you obviously noticed our cooking segments. And throughout the fall of this year, our partners in the cooking segment is Swaggerty's Pork Sausage. It is fabulous. Now, this is a breakfast recipe, and we're starting out with this with Swaggerty sausage and hash brown and egg patty. So we'll start out with some cinnamon raisins. It's a cinnamon raisin breakfast sandwich, and I'll make a couple of them for you. Cinnamon bread, cinnamon raisin bread, Swaggerty sausage. A mixture, it's hash brown potatoes and eggs and cheese, and then drizzle some maple syrup over it. And you're going to love it. Now, of course, this is a breakfast recipe, but throughout the season this year, our recipes are not going to be just about breakfast. It's the application of Swaggerty's fabulous sausage products for lunch, for dinner, for casseroles, for other breakfast dishes, and ways to use wild game like ground venison and ground buffalo. You can go to their website at swaggertys.com throughout the season, and you can see the recipes and you can get the recipes from their website. And this is an awfully good start, isn't it? Time for the Cba Guest Book this week from Douglas Pinnock in McGehee, Arkansas. He says, I've had a heck of a time finding out where to place my stand. How do I know where to put the stand to kill the buck of a lifetime? There's many, many factors. I'll just deal with one. You put your stand where the food source is that the does frequent, be it a food plot, oak grove, whatever. You need to hunt where the does are because the bucks are looking for them too. See? If you'd like to win or be awarded a CVA muzzleloader, go to o'neilloutside.com, click on the CVA Guest Book. If we use your comment, your question, your observation, like we did with Douglas, we'll send you the muzzleloader. One of the benefits over the years of being involved in the business I'm in is that I get to be, well, I'm privileged to be involved in fundraisers for legitimate causes. One of my sponsors of the program is Bojangles Chicken and Biscuits, an outstanding place to eat. Okay. And they raise millions of dollars over time to benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and in this case, a summer camp for children. So in that regard, Clifton Rutledge and I, he's with Bojangles, we get to go to Buchanan Shoals for a wild quail hunt. Buchanan Shoals is just east of Charlotte, and I recommend you go there and watch this piece from O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week. They're here somewhere. Up. Got it. Good shot.
Yes, sir. Good shot. Good shot.
We made that pay. There goes one there.
Yeah.
I want you to meet Clifton Rutledge. He's with Bojangles. That's
Yes,
enough, isn't it?
That's enough.
What brought us together, sir? Tell us about it.
One of the things that we donate to is a big cause for Bojangles is MDA. And this, you were gracious enough to put this up for auction, and I was lucky enough to win it.
Well, who's going to say no to this is what I'm saying.
Well, no.
You know, the muscular, actually, it's not just a fund. What is it to do with the fund?
You know, MDA is, of course, Muscular Dystrophy Association that we are a part of allowing these kids to go to camp every year for a full week.
And between our shamrocks that we sell in the store to our customers, donate to that auction, our golf tournament, and people like yourself that are gracious to give this, we're able to raise over $1 million every year to give back to this cause.
It's wonderful to be a part of it.
It's a wonderful thing to be a part of, and of course the children, you get close to them. And they love it. They love Bojangles. They love being a part of this. But the camp is what really pays off when you can see these children fish and do all the different games, which, you know, for a normal child gets to do every day. That takes for granted.
It's really special. Isn't it?
It's a very special time.
Yes.
But bringing this together for us to be with you and me to bring Chip Wall, which is the president, of course, of Daytona, that I've become very close with. All that association together, again, behind MDA, they're a big part of it as well for us. It's what allows us to come out and enjoy things like this and watch these dogs. I don't care if I shoot a bird, just watching these dogs run.
You bet. It's a worthwhile meeting.
Yes, sir.
Just enjoy the day.
More than you'll ever know. Thank y'all. Good shot.